video now.
Mm-hmm.
How flattered would you be if somebody sent you that? Pussy work? I'd be like, yes.
Yeah, all the time. It's working right now.
Your pussy work, your pussy work, pussy work, your pussy work,
Pussy work,
your pussy work,
pussy work,
pussy work, pussy work.
Pussy's getting very heavy.
Pussy work, pussy work, pussy work, pussy work.
Everybody pussy work.
Your pussy's getting very heavy.
Pussy work, pussy work, pussy work, pussy work.
What about your asshole? Does your asshole work?
Mouth.
Pussy work, pussy work, pussy work, pussy work.
Pussy work.
Everybody pussy work. Hey, pussy work.
Ooh, pussy work. Windmills in your eyes, pussy work.
Now you see me, now you don't. Pussy work.
Your eyes are getting heavy.
Fuck you like an orc. Pussy work, pussy work, pussy work, pussy work, pussy work.
Hello, America. Thank you for joining the Ad Hominem Attack Show podcast. This is Chris Paugh. I'm here with Jeremy.
That's me.
Tabsy.
Still me.
Kaizy.
Yo.
And this week we're finally talking to Mike Dragon.
That's me.
About time.
Yeah. We've been wanting to get to the bottom of this whole nonsense, so we figured we'd go to the source.
Ad hom investigates.
Mike Dragon is on Zoom with us from his bed, shirtless. Some people go with like the library behind them. Zoom interviews.
I just feel more comfortable this way with you guys. We have a long history together, so I think you guys can understand.
This is the way Mike's always wanted it.
Naked in my bed.
He's like, that's the only way I want to communicate with these guys.
Fair enough.
It looks like a Tinder profile where the description is just, "Hey, I'm just here looking for some pussy, y'all."
Have you seen that description?
Seen it. I've written it.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. Mike, what was your relationship with one Jefferson Davis?
Sexual. Pure sexual. No, I was just the dipshit that he convinced to fucking give him a couple grand for some sound equipment. That's essentially all I was to him. But
is Dragon your real last name?
that is definitely my real last name, and I will stab you across this fucking phone if you ask me that again.
I don't believe him.
I'll find a way in my naked bed. No, yes, Dragon's my real last name.
Do you have any? Go ahead. No, I just wanted to open up that can.
My actual last name is Liger.
I don't.
Wait, what? You're kidding.
Shit that don't exist.
Oh my god.
Magical shit.
This whole time I thought you had a tiger.
So, like, with Jeff Davis, like, what kind of grifter is he? How would you explain? Like, he seems too bumbling to be, like, smooth talking. How does he pull off what he pulls off?
He's just persistent. I mean, like, so basically he's a lifelong sham artist, as far as I could tell. So the story that he always told me, and I believe it. I mean, his stories would change a little bit. So it's hard to, like, tell what was 100% truth and what was kind of him fluffing stuff up. But basically the whole, what's it called? That one religion. There's the one where you go around knocking on doors and shit. There's two of them.
JW.
Yeah. Not Mormonism. Yeah, the other one. Yeah, no, he sounded like he started off like that early in life, and he had, I don't know, he kept telling me about this. He was groomed by this woman and was like sexually molested as a child. Hey, how you doing, Sassy? So between that and like all the crazy stories he told me, he was convinced that their community was like hiding, like they all knew and were like protecting each other. I don't know, kind of like Jewish people or I guess any other community. I don't know. That's but yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that he managed to get a bar to give me $50 while people threw tomatoes at the stage because the Jews molested him?
Yes, the Jews specifically molested him. Wait, he actually gave you money? Oh, you're lucky.
Jeremy, opinion?
Jews are very molesty sometimes. You know,
Jews are on Bob's Big Boy.
It was not a Jew at Bob's Big Boy. It was a black man.
Oh, geez.
To be fair, every religion's kind of molesty. Let's not just put it on the Jews.
No, yeah, what to say. There's molesties all over the board.
It is the cornerstone of religion. A cornerstone.
Yeah. You don't get into religion if you're not in it to molest children.
Money and young bucks.
I wish someone had told me that earlier.
Why you would have gone in it sooner?
Exactly.
All right. Just want to double check.
Yeah. So you gave him a couple grand for sound equipment. Why did you buy that equipment for him?
So all right, so my attitude, you guys didn't really know me going into comedy. So in the comedy, when I was doing comedy, you guys had one perspective of me. So beforehand, I had a long history of like, I'm like, okay, there's this thing I want to accomplish. I'm just going to do it, and I'm just gonna, fuck up along the way and try to figure it out. But this was like way in over my head. I knew there was a huge risk, but essentially it was just me kind of going like, all right, this is this thing I really want to learn about. And he claimed he had a lot of experience and stuff like that. And just the way he was talking, I was like, you know what? I got about $1,800 laying around. I'm just gonna give it to this guy who I know for fucking like maybe a week at this point. He actually did a really good job of trying to convince me out of it. He wanted me to be very sure. Like he's like, wait a minute, you don't even know me, and why would you do that? I was just like, don't worry about it. He's like, are you taking credit cards out and like we're buying stuff and then you're paying on interest and stuff like that? I'm like, no, I'm just giving you money I saved. Let's see what happens. So yeah. I mean,
so he creates the story for the Fallout like as soon as he gets started, where he can be like, no, I mean, he insisted,
right?
Exactly. Yeah. See, he's eliminating fault,
and it's not like he was taking out credit card loans, etc.
Right.
Yeah. So did you get trapped into the whole having to pay for people coming in from out of town as well, or was it just the equipment?
It was just the equipment. He did try a couple times to talk me into giving him more money, but basically it was just after the initial amount, I was anytime he'd come to me, I'd be like, yeah, man. Like he'd come to me with like a sob story or something like that. He'd be like, oh man, I don't know if we can pay for this guy, or I don't know if we can do this thing. I would just stare at him and go, yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, I don't know. And then,
well, first, it sounds like I should thank you for the $50 for the one show.
What point was this torch on the porch when he gave you money, right? Or was that before?
Torch on the porch, yeah.
No, at that point he was actually taking his girlfriend's money, so it could have been either us or the other girl.
So was he not actually getting money from these bars, or he was just keeping that? And
He was genuinely getting money. He was basically convincing people of all sorts, shapes and colors, not just myself, to give him money. He had a genuine business interest, I guess, but the only difference is like he didn't know the Cleveland market. I'm assuming, was expecting kind of like the Texas market, which people here. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of Cleveland, but it's just there's a lot more money here, and people have a different attitude than Cleveland and Mentor and Willoughby, which is Cleveland and Willoughby were like the two areas that we did anything in. So the bar owners, he would convince them to do like $300 a month. Like Torch on the Porch, he was giving them, I think it was $300 or $350 a month per show. The bar owner, and then.
But would you say that is he a bumbling idiot in the way that he's genuinely trying to accomplish shit, or is he just trying to get people to pay for shit? Is he just scamming people for, or is it like incidental where he's scamming people, but it's something that he really wants to like, he wants it to work out? Or he doesn't give a fuck as long as people are giving him money?
No. He genuinely wanted it to work out. He was actually quite hurt by the fact that he could not get a successful show going. Every show lost him or someone or a group of people money. Here in Cleveland.
Wow.
Because he would just ask for so much money. He was just like, he just wanted to do so much. He was trying to build his attitude, what he would tell me anyways is, and same thing with the bar owners. He's like, we're trying to build up this show. So in order to build up a show, you're going to have to lose money for a couple months is what he would say. And he's like, maybe it takes 3-4 months. And he would, they would give him money and then he would use it. He would pay for performers. People genuinely got paid from him. He would also use it to build stuff like Torch on the Porch. He bought the materials to physically build that porch that you guys would fucking stand on.
Can we talk about the Dragon Lair? I thought that was a super tight name for an open mic. I think if he would have stuck with the Dragon's Lair, I think it would have been more simple. So far, I'm not trying to stand up for the guy, but he doesn't sound like he's doing anything different than anybody else trying to produce comedy anywhere else, except for ripping you off. But, I mean, running bar shows in the Red, like, that's not uncommon. Like,
but in the interest of narrative, and by that I mean hours, what this is, at this point in this story, this is a few months in. This is like, okay, so like in the beginning, he's legit trying to get something off the ground. He was frustrated, I think, to the point of like, well, fuck these people, I'll rip them off. Like within 6 months of being around.
He was always trying to get other people's money to benefit him. That's essentially his thing. And yeah, he did have a scammy approach. Like, like we went to a lawyer one time to talk to him. He talked to multiple people, but I guess down in Texas, lawyers and shit, I forget who it is, but there's this group of people.
Jews.
Okay, yes, Jews. Jeremy
Jews and lawyers.
No, like bond collectors, like A1 Bonds in Cleveland was the one name. Anyway, so they would in Texas, I guess, they were known for like giving out money to advertise and stuff like that. So I remember I was talking to a lawyer, and Jeff was asking for like tens of thousands of dollars for the marketing rights or something like that. We'll make sure everyone knows, your lawyer firm, but it's price is going to cost you, our high end was like $20,000, I think, for complete like marketing ownership of the whatever comedy show for like a year. And then like it started at $500 for a mention. And yeah, he was saying like you have to make it seem like the show is valuable, and if you talked about it like it wasn't, then no one's going to give you money. But if you did, people would give you money.
Well, that's I've seen other promoters try to use the same tactic. Accidental comes to mind, but it almost never works.
Right, because eventually people are going to figure out, oh, this is full of shit.
Which it was.
Exactly.
Because it's, the getting $350 a month for a bar show that barely drew 50 people is ridiculous, especially when it was a free show. Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you how much money that specific bar actually made in terms of drinks, or then there was the tomato sales, which
what were the shows drawn? Were they drawn 50 people?
Well, the shows that drew really well usually had like comedians who had radio shows, so people would come out. But on the weeks it was just random, Cleveland comedians, maybe 50 people, 60 people. And that would be a better show. There was a couple shows where there was maybe 10 people, like for the 5-10 people for the show, not just random people that would walk in, for the bar.
Like the ones with Chris Paugh getting money on them.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Yeah. So the radio personality shows always draw more. Sure.
100%. But that was his thing. He was always trying to get people. He was also in the beginning. He was using me, kind of like my loose connections to all the Cleveland people, because I'm really well connected with all the top Cleveland names. But because he didn't know anyone and no one seemed to trust him. No one trusted him. Oh my gosh. It was really strange. I don't know your guys' perspective. Like my thing was just like, I'm just trying to accomplish a thing. And then all I noticed was everyone going, fuck you guys.
We've been slamming on our podcast for a while now. So that's kind of, I worked with them once, but everybody like Chris seemed to work with, people seemed to work with them. So I didn't know much until the, Nick Ramsey thing. That's when I was like, that's when I was kind of like, all right, fuck this guy.
Well, see, I don't know what you guys heard or saw, but so what about that? So I'm curious, as a person who was involved in that, what you guys just saw someone trying to take advantage of a situation, right? That's kind of why you guys were like,
It just wasn't run very well. And then I heard things about, the prizes weren't actually prizes, and the fact that there were, 60 fucking comics when there didn't need to be 10.
Well, I mean, listen, we're in the interest of narrative again. We're building up to the big event. We're setting the stage for the memorial show in the third
Fair
act.
enough. And I remember the beginnings of it very well, so please continue, Chris.
That's what I'm saying. And so far, I think what he really has against him is, a couple of things. His approach was just, it came off sketchy, and when you add to if you come around Cleveland for anything and you're asking for money right away and promising money to different people, it's going to take a while for anyone to buy into it.
Yeah, as somebody that tried to start a club, I can confirm.
And not just if his approach were even more came off more genuine to begin with, it would still be a really tough sell for to just not anyone that's seen people come in like that and try to do shit already know what's ultimately going to happen. Even if it starts out really well, it's going to crash eventually.
Now, is that I don't know? Is that just because of Cleveland is how it is and Willoughby area, or is that just you think that's any city?
I think it's any city. I mean, there's always something else pops up or whatever, but most of the shows that go really hard like that, that like are real crowded and successful even in the beginning, like a few months in, maybe a year, it just runs its course.
Sure.
And
even the shows that last a while, there are peaks and valleys.
Sure.
And obviously, Jeff wasn't prepared for the valleys.
No, they were deep. Whew.
it's also just a get rich quick scheme kind of like vibe. Even if you're doing it genuinely, your intentions aren't gonna matter when you're losing other people money. And did he have an actual job?
No, I never once saw him with a real job. The closest to every conversation concerning a job with him was him explaining to me how he got fired from it, essentially. Like he worked at, what was it called? The Melting Pot in, where do you live? Like Mayfield area?
Yeah.
He was explaining to me that he's made some remark to some girl, and then they pulled him into the office and said, "You can't talk to people like that. You're fired," or something like that. I don't know. He made some sexual thing. Then there was Amazon. He worked at Amazon like overnight, doing like online stuff or whatever, doing customer service. Like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he just told me, "Oh yeah, I didn't show up, so I don't have a job anymore." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." But he didn't seem to mind because he had someone supplying him money still, a house, taking care of his kids. Yeah, he never once had a real job. Except the scam full time.
Typical liberal. Doesn't want to work, just wants everyone else to pay for success.
GD Democrats. I mean, liberals. So
the man refuses to touch the bootstraps.
Oh no, he touched some straps, just not for the intended purpose you're describing.
Let's get into that. Have you did you get roped into that whole like weird shit with him and his girlfriend?
He tried. He definitely tried. I don't know. See, like you guys actually have more stories than I know about that. I was reading something about threesomes or foursomes or 12somes or some shit. But no, the last thing he ever asked me was, he's like, "I have this thing where I want some other dude getting his dick sucked by my girlfriends while I watch." That was the last thing he asked me to do. This is, I mean, did you guys ever suck anyone's dick and him watch or something? I mean, get your dick sucked? I don't know.
I would have.
I've actually never spoken to him, because the first time I ever saw him was when he just went on stage and screamed about how he got molested in detail. And then after that, I mean, you just avoid someone after something like that.
So as a woman, you don't find that attractive, is what you're saying?
No, you gotta be a little bit quieter about it.
Oh, okay. It's the hidden pain that really turns you on.
Yeah, I don't broadcast it.
Of course.
Doesn't make it special.
It's too needy that otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like you're a comedian. Of course, you were molested. All comedians were molested.
Exactly.
I mean, I didn't get molested till I was a couple in my 20s, but, that's just me.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens like that.
Yeah.
Late bloomer.
There we go. I was adorable back then.
Yeah, it's a couple people I know got propositioned for that. and amongst other things. But you said girlfriends plural. I didn't know there were more than one.
Well, there was not simultaneously while here in Ohio, but there was always some. He was telling me about past girlfriends. That's why he moved to Ohio from Texas. Was some girl that he claimed. Oh, I loved her. Came here to Ohio. Me and my girl were looking for other people to swing with because they're swingers. Or Jeff was a swinger, rather, or whatever. But so they did some weird house living swinging thing with when you guys knew him, his girlfriend then, but they weren't dating yet. It was his previous girlfriend and him, and then his then current girlfriend, and then her partner at the time, and they're all living in the house together. And they were, swinging back and forth or whatever. I don't really know what people do when they do that, but having indiscriminate sex all the time, just willy nilly. And then like his girlfriend at the time then got jealous because he was paying more attention to his new girlfriends or whatever. And then some weird crap happened with her boyfriend. Then the word rape was thrown around. I don't know. Wasn't there. And then
sounds about right.
Then there was a Jew involved because that was her old husband's. He was a Jewish man. They had a child together and got divorced over this. So on top of Jeff scamming the crap out of people, they had like a little Jewish man in the corner just yelling in their little ears, "Give me more money. Give me more money."
Because he raped the Jewish man?
See, like the Jewish man who was a
I'm not
partner.
going to say he raped him. The accusations. Who was accused of raping who?
I'm just trying to avoid saying names. Okay, there's girlfriend
Fair.
B, the old one, and girlfriend A, the new one. Okay, so girlfriend A was raped by Jew man, which was her husband. At least that's what Jeff claims. And the girlfriend A didn't like it, so Jeff took care of it. He made sure to protect her. And so...
Is disclosing all of this stuff part of the scam?
Yes, because it directly involves lifting money out of me. I'm very angry, so anything I could do to make him look as great as possible is really, that's the ideal, am I right? Like, that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys his how many hemorrhoids he had. I don't care. What do you guys need to know? Ooh, make fun of him for his teeth. He really hated the fact he was losing his teeth. He hated it.
I can relate, but I got over it.
Yeah.
You get some new teeth. It's not hard.
Now you're my little sugar anus.
I'm deeply disturbed.
Yeah.
Tabitha just leaned over to puke.
Yeah.
Ew.
So he's two-timing these ladies, and he's running shows. He's attempting to bring other people into his lifestyle at these shows, because many people have stories like that. But he's cooped up in Beechwood with this lady and her. Well, the Jewish man, I'm assuming, left after the rape.
Yeah, they went through like a year and a half divorce. Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
I'm assuming it was his house in Beechwood.
Jeff owns nothing, so yes, it was the Jewish man's house.
But then now that he basically chased him out of it, and now Jeff's squatting in this guy's house. Oh,
Yep.
fun!
Yep.
That's a great con move. Frankly, I'm impressed.
Would you guys agree that the most off-putting thing to me about all of it is that it, in trying to like make money on these shows and shit like that, he's doing comedy and calling himself a comedian because he wants to make money and not like he's not like he's going up there because he has to do it as part of this whole thing and not just to be a comic, to be a guy that's a comic.
Well, I mean, you could argue that makes you a better comic when you're doing it because you have to, to make money. But unfortunately, Jeff was never any good. So
no, I mean, because he had to do it as part of this sales pitch, not as like, I want to do comedy, and to do that I have to run shows and get people out. It's like the motives are all weird and mixed up, and that's why it's part of why he comes off so much like a scam artist. It's just that there's no actual dream behind it other than I gotta make this money and like get these names to come here.
Fair enough.
Is that why you guys really don't like him? Just that right there?
No, he's just at this point.
No.
To me, he's just producing shows. I mean,
Yeah,
really, I don't
we'll
have
get
any
to
problem with
why-
that stuff. Yeah, it's whatever.
We'll get to why he's really disliked, but all of this stuff is shit. I would like the weird lifestyle drama and shit like that, and the like constantly failing is all shit I would expect from somebody that was genuinely trying to be a comic, and this was their vehicle to do that, as opposed to he just wanted to have this nice vehicle, and there was no like it was just purely like for the sake of that. Where he really becomes a huge piece of shit is when he kills himself and he gets on the news for it and makes it about him.
You're saying that was his goal? He just always wanted to be a huge piece of shit? Wait, he was on the news?
Yeah.
So I'm saying I can overlook a lot of shit about someone if they're genuinely just trying to be a funny person.
Oh, that he was not. Absolutely.
No,
I don't think anything that he did is okay if he was funny or not. Like that doesn't. But if, in my opinion, like as of the narrative right now, he's just running a bar show. What is he paying out? He's getting $300 from a bar a month.
Yeah.
He's paying out 120 of it, and then taking 180. He's not doing anything that It's maybe he should pay out a little bit more, but he's not doing anything. He didn't reinvent the wheel with that. Right now he's just people do that. Like so far, I'm like, oh, he's just running shows. He got you set up with the Dragon Lair. That's a sweet ass name, and so far he's inviting people over to get their dick sucked by his girlfriend. Like so far, man of the year, really.
Well, he also sent me death threats at that time.
Oh, I remember that.
Good.
I remember that.
All I'm really trying to say is that, yes, I agree with Kyle in that so far there's nothing nefarious about this except for that he's a hack. Which
What was he sending you death threats for? What did you do?
I banned him from the Cleveland Akron Comedy Facebook group for being stupid.
No, not that, Jeremy. Not that. No.
That was worthy of death threats.
The horror.
He needed that forum, that Facebook group, and you took it away from him.
Yeah. Another Jew trying to hoist failure upon him.
Did you know that his last name wasn't Davis?
Oh, yes.
You knew from Jump Street.
Jump Street. He told me. He basically told me he had a criminal record up front, and I just never clicked in my head.
Did you know it also from the paperwork to get him a car?
Wait, one more time. Sorry.
Did you wasn't there something about a car?
Yes, but that involves the big show. I mean, I could talk about it if you want me to, but
No,
yeah.
not that car. I thought there was a car like he ripped you off of.
Oh yeah. Well, no. Yes. Okay. Yes. Short
He
answer
stole
is
your
yes.
car. Did he take the Jetta? Was it the Jetta?
No, it was the Saab. It was a Saab 9.5 2003. Had an oil leak. Was tired of putting money into it, so was trying to sell it. And I was like, "Hey Jeff, I'm selling this car." And he like at that point, this was towards the end. He was like planning his escape from Ohio because of all it was the Abe Pike and whatever the crap that Tabitha found. Oh my, or Kyle, I don't know who found it. Beautiful, by the way. Great research skills.
That's why he left?
Basically, okay, my opinion is that he left because he wasn't getting his way here in Ohio, and he was looking for a place where he would get his way. But yes, that story that he detailed in that group has to deal with this girlfriend at this point in time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, essentially, I tried to sell. I was like, "Hey, I'm selling this car," and he's like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, well." Then he would like look eagerly at the person with the money, which was his girlfriend. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, this would be great. Yeah, this would be great." I'm like, you guys should really take it to someone you trust to get it looked at. But I'm selling it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. So we discussed a price. He did pay me the cash. I will say that I did get the money we agreed upon. The part that's kind of shitty and dumb on my part is after he gave me the cash, I just handed him the title, which is what he wanted, and he never, to this day, it is still in my name. And he drove all the way to Texas in his escape vehicle as it was leaking a crumb trail of oil, I'm sure.
Well, we can edit that out if you want to report it stolen.
Absolutely. Please.
It's
only been a year and a half.
So, wait, are you both in Texas now?
I don't know where he's at now. It sounds like he's in Oklahoma or something, but yeah.
He is
maybe.
He's in Sacramento.
Oh, nice. So
Sacramento.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, there's more? I have not followed him since Abe Pike.
Oh, there's more.
Juicy.
He has kids taken away in Sacramento.
Oh no. Good for the kids.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
He's living in a hotel, barely.
Good.
His new scam now is donate dog food to me on the corner. And hopefully, I'm assuming trying to get a couple bucks. Is that what you gathered, Jeremy?
That's what I gather.
Yeah.
Give me money to buy dog food, but it's going to buy dog food that he's injecting into his veins. But,
Good. He deserves.
That's my
Oh, shit, Michael. You shaved your head. You do have it?
No. God. No.
So,
excuse me, I have to go. Yeah.
Do you guys want to get into the Lakewood thing?
Let's do it.
What? So there's a Mustang, right?
So there's a Mustang. That's the title of the episode.
So there's a Mustang.
There's a suicide in a Mustang.
Which came first?
Jeremy, do not make that the title.
Okay.
So, where did the Mustang come from?
The Mustangs are actually produced wherever suicides happen, I guess.
Detroit.
A plant in China.
Wherever there's the most sadness, Mustangs are produced there.
So how did it all start? So obviously there was a death, and we won't go into the death too much, but so then it's like, what? You were over there getting a blowjob, and he said, "Hey, Michael, what do you think about?"
Let's put together an 8-hour marathon show.
For anyone who successfully completes it, gets their money back.
The lineup of 4 local open mics.
Oh my god. Yeah, so there was a passing, and at the time we had a show at a bar in Mayfield, and basically Jeff's plan was always to use that show to build enough of something to jump into something bigger and better. And so he made like a little memorial thing. He made a big deal of it at the end of the show. Basically, he was like, "Oh, this is very sad. You know, we lose people every year to this. He was a great friend. Whatever bullshit he had to say to make himself look."
Is he like at home and like amongst people he's working with? Is he like, is he telling you at the time, like, this is going to be a springboard? This is gonna be huge. We're going.
I couldn't hear you.
Kid. Is he like, during the planning of this, is he sitting there like we're going places, kid, stick with me?
Yes. Yeah, honestly, yes. Every time I would question his judgment, he would have a long spiel as to why it was a good idea.
So he was openly like, maybe it's a little exploited, but we gotta strike while the iron is hot.
No, he never once talked about exploiting anything. In fact, he was quite hurt by that people were giving him pushback on this. There's some quote unquote rumor that he didn't even talk to the parent of said person who passed away.
That's
is that true?
Because I remember the family kind of thanking him and stuff on Facebook and shit like that at the time.
Yeah, not true at all. He talked to the mom every step of the way.
But what that translates to me is he bothered the family with this bullshit.
Well, he went to them asking for permission, essentially. He's like, this is a thing I'd like to do, and I'd like to do it in your son's name. And the mother was just, obviously very distraught at the time. Probably still is. It's an awful thing. And, she more or less agreed to it, as far as I knew.
And he's like, and also I'll slide you 20% or what?
Okay, yeah, he was like, yes, I want to give you guys money, want to help you out. And the mom, I never spoke to her directly, so I don't know how accurate this is, but Jeff maintained what I'm, which is, she's like, I don't want the money. This isn't about the money. She was just so distraught over the situation. She just wanted other people, to have some good out of it. You know what I mean? Have people get support or, awareness or whatever. She just wanted that to help people.
How much did tickets cost to the event?
Well, what day of the week are we talking about?
Wasn't it just a Saturday? I don't know.
No, I'm saying that because things fluctuated a lot with this guy.
Okay.
They started off, I think it was $25 a ticket, and you got an entry into. You could buy just a ticket for, I think it was $15 or $20 to just go see the show, or you could get like this package deal thing or whatever, which came with a ticket plus a raffle ticket for this Mustang that he would drive around to advertise this. And on the side, at one point, he had a giant, I don't know, a couple $100 magnet or something slapped to it.
It's all just so much branding.
Yes, he was marketing the crap out of everything, especially this. Like, shoot, sorry, I'm just trying to remember. There's so many details. Yeah, basically, okay. So he's trying to build the show, right? So it started off small. Got the Mustang. He was driving the Mustang around. He loved driving that Mustang around.
Of course, there's a free Mustang.
Right. Well, okay. The deal he worked out with the company, at least the deal that he told me, is that it was a lease, and that basically Jeff was banking on the show doing so well, it could pay for the I think it was a year lease or a 3-year lease with the vehicle. And then he would keep doing more shows. He wanted to do this in like Columbus and
what's that? Find somebody who died and do a comedy show for him?
Yes.
Keep paying the lease on this Mustang. Yeah.
Well, this is where the plot thickens. I'm gonna move to Columbus and cause someone to kill themselves, and then do a memorial show.
That's why you left.
Yeah, no, he 100% was always thinking like 12 steps ahead, way too far than he needed to be. But yeah, he wanted to be a popular. Hate to use that word in conjunction with the subject matter, but he wanted it to be a success. How about that? He wanted to make money off of it. You know, he only wanted to make a couple, 15, 20 grand, this show. It wasn't going to make that much money, but he was going to get paid. His prices were a lot cheaper than some of the other guys, that could have been doing the show.
No one could have done the show, and every time you think of the person who passed, you don't think of this other guy instead who's driving around town in a Mustang, and that's why people have a problem with him.
Okay.
That's right there in a nutshell. He exploited this kid's death so he could drive around in a free Mustang, and fuck him for that. And every bad thing that happens to him. I'm glad he got molested.
Kyle took a hard turn.
Up until that point, nothing you said was really that, he wasn't doing anything different than anybody else that,
So,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Like the blowjob thing, which is actually very nice. I don't know why that's weird at all. And I'm assuming he was offering drugs too. So.
It's a nice thing to put out there. Yeah, that's why I wanted to put this, get to this, later in the story, because so far, like, if he's listing, it's none of the things people that he thinks it is that people ran him out of town for, apparently.
So in what way did you're saying exploit as in tried to make money off of it? Is that right? My understanding?
Yeah. Family doesn't money, but you just said he wanted to make 15, 20 grand off of it.
He's using it to springboard into like a tour.
Right.
Like a Dead Kids tour. And it made how many 60 comics, kind of, it's a little embarrassing.
I thought it was 933
after the was the show packed? How did they go? How did the shows actually go?
The single show that we had, or that he had at that point, I was just there. I didn't really part of anything, but yes. Short answer is there was, I wouldn't call it packed, but the auditorium we were in was quite full, I would say. A couple hundred people. I think it was like 200-300 people at least, somewhere around there. He would always skew numbers, so I never knew the actual number.
What did the money end up being in
There was no money. Nothing got. Okay, you guys hate him now. Wait. Okay, let me. All right. All right. So there's two main details. One. Okay. So there's the collection of the money of the tickets and stuff like that. He generally busted his ass for it, harder than anyone I've personally seen in relation to comedy yet. He'd spent hours and hours and hours every day. He figured out his kids were a great way to take money out of people's pockets. He would, use the cuteness of his kids or whatever. They would talk to people, and people were more willing to listen to him and stuff like that. And then at one point, he had a donation jar, and we accept, buy a ticket or a donation. People would donate money, thinking they're actually trying to do something really good with the cause. Then after he was done or whatever for the day, or for the hour, let's say it was lunchtime, right? He would go into the donation jar. He would dip a 20 or maybe a couple 20s out. He'd turn to me and be like, Mike, what do you want for lunch? On me. He would buy lunch with it and buy his kids lunch with it. Wouldn't count it. No counting whatsoever.
No counting.
Hey, Mike, what do you want? It's on this dead guy.
Jesus.
Nobody's going to laugh at that. We're going to be all somber now. Straight stealing from him, dude. He's straight stealing from him.
Yeah.
So two or 300 people paid $25 or plus or minus
Sure.
A head. And what happened to that money?
It all got burned up with whatever crap. Like I said, he would buy lunch with it. He at one point he had a billboard up. He had talked to whatever suicide hotline. I forget the name of it. The Adams Board, I think it was called.
Yeah.
At Cuyahoga County. They allegedly gave him a marketing budget of, I think it was like $5,000 or something like that. He allegedly cost $9,000 to have a billboard up for 1 week. That was by the person who had passed away's mom's house. The mom said she'd always wanted to see her son's name up in a billboard or something like that. And Jeff was genuinely trying to fulfill that request. What was super hilarious to me is if you looked at the billboard, or not super, okay, hilarious / sad, depending on your perspective. But he had this like super detailed, well-made photo that's great for like a Facebook group, but and a giant 50 100 foot whatever wide billboard that, by the way, was electronic, and they would switch between advertisements like once every I think it was 5 seconds or something like that. Super detailed. You couldn't read anything. All you saw was a picture of a car and a bunch of tiny little scribble that, again, you can't make out because the resolution of the screen is too low. And that was the billboard advertisement that lasted a week. That while people were driving, Clevelanders were driving, on the highway every day. Then he did radio ads that I don't even think they finished.
On this billboard situation, the $5,000 got eaten up, and then he had to find other sponsors to throw in the other $4,000.
Correct. Again, he always skewed numbers. I'm telling you what he told me. I don't know what the reality was. I don't know how much it actually cost him. Maybe it was more, maybe it was less. I don't know. But yeah, so he was always looking for other people's money. That's the short of it. In terms of building it up. So I think he sold, like I said, probably 200 or 300 tickets. What happened with the money? Yeah, he ate it all. That's turned into lunch. And then he also used it to pay other comedians, I think, in this show. To my knowledge, no one got paid except for at least one comedian who still got paid. I don't know. Do you guys know anything about that?
I don't know who got paid or what. I don't want to get into those names or anything either.
Yeah,
just because it's not about specifically, because you can't. I don't blame anyone for you get paid to do a show. You go do the show, and
Sure.
I mean, whatever.
Sure.
Nobody really. I don't remember anybody going. Jeff promised to pay me for this benefit show and didn't pay me. Like that shit. If you do people like that, typically that comes out pretty vocal. So
Fair enough.
it sounds like everybody got or volunteered. You know what I mean? I'm assuming a lot of people volunteered their time because they thought the money was going to go to the family.
Yep. And then, well, don't forget he was trying to give away that Mustang.
Yeah. So yeah, that's I thought the money was going to pay for the lease. So what happened? Who won the Mustang?
Why? It was a sweet little lady who got told that, sorry, we didn't make enough money. You're not getting the car.
So it did not cover the lease.
Nope. And Jeff gave the car back. The lady didn't mind. She's like, oh, it's okay. I didn't really want the car. I was just trying to help out a good cause.
Why even draw the name for the car if you can't give it to him?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're telling this person this like after the big event, so it's not going to be part of the publicity for it if you go through the motions of drawing the name and shit.
Okay, so they drew the name on stage and made it a whole hoorah.
Yep.
Ah, man, get a crisis actor. Come on. That's how they did it at Sandy Hook.
Yes. The schools are closed. Those people are out of work too.
So he gave the car away and then said, nope, sorry, I got to take it back.
Yep.
I bought too many Whoppers.
Do you know how pissed off I would be? Like, there's someone that really needed a car. Get told in front of a whole crowd that you want a Mustang. This girl probably like posted on her social media that I want a car, and then nope. She'd go, oh no, I got fooled.
It was pretty quick, I guess. She was like, all right, and the winner of the car is blah, 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 blah. All right, come up on stage. All right, oh, thanks. So pretty much, I pull her back behind the curtain. Hey, so we're not going to be able to get you the car. We don't have enough money. Sorry. So it was pretty quick, but yeah. But yeah, and the base of the Mustang went back to the dealership, and they took whatever money off the lease, and Jeff just owed them the money for that he used the car, which was like, what, a month or two or something like that? Which he didn't have, so I doubt he ever paid them.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Also, who the fuck makes a prize a car on a lease? It's not even a free car. It's a car for 3 years that...
That's what, yeah. It's like giving away a toy to a kid and be like, all right, but you got to give it back after you're done playing with it.
Pretty much.
It's the whole premise of the prize is flawed to begin with. It's all for the fucking promotion and shit.
Oh, because he thought more people would it would attract more people. Oh, yeah, that's right.
What? Don't just.
I just remembered.
That's right.
No, I just remember we had a board at one point, like of people that were supposed to vote on shit, and we congregated one time.
A board.
Spread the blame board.
I mean, I was on it, so you know it was classy.
Did he ever ask the people on this board to drink Kool-Aid to prove their loyalty to the board?
No, he asked them all to suck his dick in front of his girlfriend.
That's what. Wait. I thought his girlfriend was sucking people's dicks in front of him.
At this point, Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Oh shit! He wanted people to suck his dick.
You know what? Maybe he was suck his dick in front of his girlfriend. Maybe it was I suck my dick in front of them both. I really forget.
Well, I know he came on to Joey Genitals, so I'm assuming he wanted his dick sucked too.
I didn't realize. Oh, that's why he was talking to him? Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Joey is handsome.
I'll take your word for it.
Was there
What
do you think the motive was behind all this? Just that he was just a sleazy con artist, or is he a drug addict? I mean, both? Neither?
I would say con artist. He didn't really do drugs. He smoked a bunch. He drank very rarely. Any kind of drugs you guys heard about was towards the very end.
Nothing uncommon. Smoked a little weed, drank a little bit, nothing that nobody else was doing.
Exactly.
So he was just a con guy.
Exactly. Yeah, whatever he had to do to not work an actual job, I think, was his motivation. Which makes sense because that's kind of how he grew up. You know, not more JW or whatever that thing was. That's kind of the attitude they had. I got out of his stories, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Knocking on houses, trying to get votes.
The fallout after that show and the whole car situation, that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, show failed. Wouldn't talk to anyone for a couple months. Popped up randomly. Stole my car. Bought my car. Did a show at Play. It failed. He got really disappointed, pissed off, and then left.
Was Play
a couple over there?
Were those Play shows after the memorial thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and they were actually. I thought it ended up being much better than I expected, but the turnout was never consistent, and the bar was losing money, and they just got fed up with it real quick.
Was that equipment? Was that the same equipment from the earlier shows?
That was indeed the same equipment that I purchased. Yes.
He tried to sell it to me. He tried to sell it online.
Yeah, where is it now? Like, because you were still doing comedy. Why? How did it? It should have ended up with you at some point.
Right. It should have, because I purchased it. Our original agreement was that he would pay me something stupid like 20%. He's like, I'll guarantee you your money back plus 20%. Worst case. And I got a few $100 from him. So, but he called me one day and he's like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to pay back all that money, but I could definitely give you sound equipment, basically. And I essentially told him like, no, I just want my money. It's what I originally agreed upon. And then, so at the time, I didn't realize he was planning to just bounce from Ohio. Had he told me that, I would have taken it. But he, of course, was trying to make it seem like, more, things are going good with my girlfriend. And, he did get an actual job at one point for like a month before he quit.
And it was working for a straight month that actually drove him out of town.
Yes. He realized in Ohio you have to work for money. People don't just give it to you.
Well, it sounds like they did for a while there.
Yeah, until it ran out. Until we burned all his bridges due to lack of trust. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Trying to think.
Did you ever see his wiener?
Oh yeah. Oh totally. Didn't you?
No.
You never
I didn't
saw
know
it?
if he came on to you or anything like that. You're a handsome young fellow.
Kyle hasn't even seen his wiener.
Yeah, I don't even know what a wiener looks like.
I'm sure you have a beautiful wiener, Kyle.
Thanks. Not really.
We have video evidence of the contrary.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm sorry.
All good. I forgot I pulled my dick out at an at-home show once.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was proud.
I'm happy for you.
Very.
Anything for the strap, baby.
Anything.
But yeah, no, he showed me a picture of his wiener.
Did he, for real?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, he was showing me his piercing or whatever. Plus,
Gotcha.
there was a comedian that the story Jeff told me. He's like, oh my god. He's like, he was looking for a picture to send to this comedian, and he accidentally selected his wiener, his dick photo, because he had like a bunch of photos peppered in his phone of his dick apparently. And said comedian has been vocal about it being a quote unquote accident, but as far as I was aware, it was indeed an accident.
Let's go to our resident female comic, Tabitha. How many accidents have you seen?
Quite a few.
It's always an accident.
Always an accident. If the reaction isn't what they want, it's always an accident.
Interesting. No, I meant to send it to her. Fuck it. I'm taking responsibility, Tabitha. I meant to do it.
You sent Tabitha a dick pic?
Surprise.
Of course.
Wait, did you?
No, I never really.
That's how many she's got. She doesn't even.
And that's what I was
remember.
gonna say. I was gonna be like, surprisingly, out of the plethora that have been sent, Mike Dragons didn't just show up in my like messenger one day, so that was always nice. Thank you for that, Mike.
You're welcome. I'm a classy guy. You're a classy girl. I just wasn't your style, so I just didn't think it was appropriate. I thought maybe I would respect you as a person, as opposed to violate your eyes. I don't know.
Amazing.
You're welcome.
You really learned something from Jeff Davis there. Con artist.
I learned that one thing. Yes, you're right.
I just send ball pictures. I don't send dick pics.
Wait a minute. Are you shaved or not? Is the chin shaved?
No. There's no shaving. There's no shaving going on. There's nobody that's going to touch it, so why would I shave it?
Amen.
It's strictly old pictures of the old long balls.
Yep.
Are they smooth? Are they wrinkly? What's going on? Where are the deets? Need some deets.
They're just big and hairy. They're terrible.
It's very late. I'm not going to sit here and talk about Jeremy's balls.
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna say this because anyone that heard the early shows has seen Jeremy's balls. They stick out the back, and there's a turd laying right on top of them.
Old piggy poop balls, yeah.
Oh boy.
That old gag.
I think Jeff was jealous. I think that's why he showed his penis so much, because of your balls, Jeremy.
That's why he threatened your life.
Yeah, I've just got my balls are too big for me to be alive.
I don't even know how you ever stopped coming with them so big, Jeremy.
I don't.
Oh my god! Oh, you poor thing.
It's awful.
All right, well, if I were editing, I would have moved on after the people reference.
All right. Well, Mike, thank you so much for coming on and clearing some of this up.
Oh, no problem. I was just trying to paint Jeff in the best light possible, so I really hope that we accomplished that today.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Good wholesome scoop.
Real quick, do you know about the Abe Pike stuff from Kyle, or did he talk about starting a thing like that at all?
No, yeah, I only know it through Kyle / Tabitha, whoever found that.
Who's on the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, I'd stopped talking. The last time I had any communication with Jeff was July. I still have the text on my phone because it makes me so angry thinking about it. But
what'd he say?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me go grab the old phone, and I'll read them to you. No, he was just telling. Oh yeah, no, you guys actually would possibly enjoy this. He was basically just telling me how sad he was that he had a sugar mama and how it makes him feel really shitty.
What?
Yeah, hold on. I'm booting up my other phone so I can read it to you guys. Come on, hurry up, phone. Hurry up. All right, cool. Do.
I almost felt badly about all of this until you added the detail about taking money out of the donation jar and let's go have lunch on me.
Yeah.
I think that was the one that really, I think that little bit really drives everything home.
Yeah, me too. I think up until the fundraiser, he was just trying to run a successful comedy show. It sounded like he was a little creepy, but who isn't?
No, he's just a piece of garbage.
Yeah, so I'm glad I'm vindicated, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're completely justified if you don't like the guy, 100%.
I don't even know him really. I just know that I don't like what he did.
Nah, you don't have to like him at all. No, you're good. All right. So the last thing I ever really said to him is I know I owe you a lot of money, and I swear I will make this up to you. I love you so much, man. And then he's like, as long as you aren't communicating my shit to anyone. So I hope no one's listening to this.
Tabitha's laughing because she's gotten that text on accident several times too.
On accident. Don't release my information.
Oh, don't tell anyone, but I got you. Is it good? Moved into a house yesterday, heading to the zoo, sent me some pictures. No penises. I'm like, so what are you doing for jobs, man? He's like, I'm a hooker. I'm like, I'm assuming you're joking. He's like, totally not, but I'll keep the details to myself. Then he goes on. She's hot. She's married. She's wealthy. Actual quote. All the best qualities and no desire for a commitment. I'm like, dude, nice. I've always...
Yeah. Omit the stuff that makes you look like a creep. That's fine.
No, I'll read it to you directly.
No, you're not. I don't want to hear it.
Don't do it.
I was like, legit, not joking. I've always wanted to have one, if only for a couple of weeks, like a sugar mom. Of course, who doesn't want to have someone pay for all their shit, make them feel good sexually, make them feel good personally? Does anyone not want that?
I've been in that situation. It's not as great as you would think.
All right, fair enough. You have experience. I trust you.
No one's paying me for sex.
You had to purchase one. He's like, I've had this for a couple decades, and then I went out. I'm like, oh, is that your previous girlfriend? He's like, no, she wasn't a sugar mama. I'll always be in love with her, but she didn't have money. She was abusing my kids and forcing me to be a part of it. She spit in so-and-so's face about a week before we left. This was the most gut-wrenching choice I've ever been a part of. I couldn't even break up with her. Things were finally going so well between the two of us, and she hated my kids. I'd rather be broke and begging her for sex than in this house or in Texas. But that is the way it is. This thing has ruined my life. I can never have another real girlfriend. I'll just have to be fuckboy if I ever even want to have. Then he goes on, sorry, man, it really irritates me that people and so-and-so had this idea that I was after a free ride. I just loved her.
Hey, I think we just scooped the Abel Pike website. I feel like this is the third tier of membership to the website.
Hey, no money required here. Just an open ear.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's the last thing I ever heard from him.
What a journey.
Yeah. Jeremy's coughing, poor guy.
Those balls really suck the life out of him.
Yeah, they do. It's well, it's all bad. Well, yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You guys,
stay safe out there, Michael Dragon. But I
will try.
Several $100 and a car, but we got the story. We exploited your loss to get this story.
I don't mind, baby. Exploit me all you want.
Let's put this behind a Patreon.
I'm not doing that.
There's my dog. There's my dog.
All right, do the thing, Chris.
Thanks again, Mike. And that'll do, please.